Welcome back to the Laughing My Age Off podcast. They say you can't turn back time, but clearly they've never been to a Backstreet Boys concert. One minute you're checking how many hours of sleep you got because you're 40 years old, and the next minute you're spending over 4 to 5 hours on your feet at a concert in Vegas. And today I have a special guest. She's back by popular demand. My twin sister, Monica, and we are diving into the magic of nostalgia. All right. And basically, how reliving your best memories can slow down the aging process and boost your mood. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Embark on a journey to defy time with LMAO, Laughing My Age Off podcast. I'm your host, Erica Kelly, and I started this show because, like you, I'm curious about the secrets to staying youthful as the years go by. Join me as we discover the secrets to slowing down the aging process, exploring expert insights, cutting-edge research, and personal experiences that uncover the art of aging gracefully. It's time to laugh, learn, and embrace a life full of vitality together.
All right, Monica, welcome back to our show.
Yay, thanks for having me. It's so special.
Let's go ahead and show off our merch. Do you want to go spin around?
Been around, there's nothing.
Because they're on the back.
They are?
Yeah, they're on the back, except your shirt's up. You can't see the back. That's
Sorry.
okay. It's basically their album. You want to show them the album? The Millennium, right there.
I'm so excited about that I have this and I played it all morning.
Yes.
Just having my coffee.
Yeah.
Yes. 25th anniversary edition. So there's 2 albums. Two.
Did you get, two records in there?
Yeah, two records in the full album. Sorry.
Oh, that's nice. And we also got our cups.
Cheers, Millennium.
Very cool. We went there because we did our homework. As soon as we got there, we made sure we got a $50 drink.
We were determined to get these cups.
Yeah, the collectibles, because they said they were running out really fast. So anyway, so we got back. Is it a week already or 2 weeks? I don't know.
It's only been a week.
Oh, it's only been a week. It feels like so long ago because it was just so fun. We even thought about trying to go again, but it's just our schedules are too tight now between now. They're only there for another 2 weeks. So anyway, we wanted to talk about nostalgia because we just had the best night of our life. And we wanted to share this with you because it's so important to realize some of the things in life are, spending time with a friend, a sister, a brother, someone, and actually going back in time, right? We're talking about Backstreet Boys. We're going back almost 25 years. What? And they look amazing. They look like they're taking care of themselves. And that's another point. Like, they're taking care of themselves. They are slowing down the aging process for sure. I mean, they are dancing with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? The whole Vegas thing. And
Crazy. I don't know. And that there's 20,000 people in that sphere every night.
Oh, I didn't realize what the count was. 20,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So so if you haven't been to the Sphere, those of you who are listening, you're like, okay, was it a regular concert? No, I'm going to just make sure everyone who's listening knows this was in Vegas in the famous Sphere, right? That big ball that just looks like a new version of Epcot, but totally not. It's like
big disco ball that's on the ground. I call it like a Star Wars spaceship.
Yeah. It's it's an immersive type of experience. It really puts, Disney to shame, to be honest with you. It's one of those things where you're like, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe, we took a lot of footage because everybody wanted to just capture it, right? And then to a point where my sister and I were like talking, like, I wish we didn't actually, we wish we weren't allowed phones because all you could see were people with cell phones out, and you're like, can I just see the show, right?
Yeah, it was almost like FOMO, though. But if they banned it, I think it would be a good move.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is that we were all trying to capture it because it was just something you never experienced outside of the Sphere, right? So at some point, I remember you, Monica, you're like, are we moving? And I'm like, no. it's the sphere. It's like, I don't know what they're doing to it, but it felt like we were moving, right?
Yeah, I felt like we were in a spaceship.
Yeah. And it had many, we of course got standing seats, and you'll hear people are like, oh, you should go get the seats. And we're like, well, we're actually here for Backstreet Boys regardless, not just for the sphere, but the sphere was like bonus. Right. And, so we always try to get the best close up to the artist, right? That just gives you the best energy. And, but if you were sitting in the seats, actually there was, celebrities there too. Remember Ashton Kutcher and Mila?
Yeah.
His wife were there, and they were sitting like second level. Yeah. So I guess you could see everything. I mean, at some point, I feel like I needed a little massage after the show because we were looking up, and then you're looking around. There's just so much going on. So getting back to nostalgia, right? Think about it if you're listening right now, one of your favorite bands. Or maybe there's a childhood memory that you have. Like, what if you could, for a second, go back and really relive some of it? Because that's essentially what we did. Backstreet Boys was our very first concert. I think we were like, 13?
I think we were older.
14? I don't know. Well, our parents took us, so we couldn't drive.
I think we were 18.
No, we weren't.
We were in high school.
No, we were like 13. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
We should check that out.
Well, we don't have cell phones to prove it because our cell phones were like flip phones, and we
shared one.
We shared everything, but let's just say it was a long time ago. Yeah, more than 25 years ago. And so we were able to relive some of that last week. So when I heard it, it just, obviously when you're there, you feel like there's just so much going on. First of all, no one went to the bathroom. Like, you could not go, like, you were just hoping. Like, we made our way up to the front, I would say as close as possible. But in the beginning, we wasted so much time. I shouldn't say wasted, but we just were so mesmerized by the sphere that we were like, oh, we got like 25 minutes or so. We need to get inside the sphere again, because if you go inside the sphere, they've got these really cool escalators, even like the lights. And of course we had to get our merch. So
yeah, I got all the merch.
By the time we got to the floor, we had a lot of people that were taller than us. And I was like, ooh, we got to get past these tall people.
Yeah, that was frustrating, but it still worked out. I think, as far as we made the best of it, right? I think we were on our tiptoes the whole time.
Yeah, I got some toned calves after that concert. But, I do want to say there's a lot of people there that, they weren't Backstreet Boys fans. A lot of people were there just to be in that experience. So, the whole sphere was packed. So, you could see, maybe you're not singing in it, but we were singing it. And if you were not singing the words, I was like, well, I don't know.
Are you singing in space? This is like space.
This is like the VIP, like Backstreet Boys. You're like diehard fans. And then you could see some people were probably dragged there, like some boyfriends, like they're just standing there like this. Remember?
Or like this.
I think you have some video footage of the guy doing that.
I do.
He looked like he was in church. He was just like,
there are all these women our age, right? It's like the ratio 4 women to 1 guy out there, and then the guy just like sticks out like a sore thumb, and then he's just standing there like he's like the security guard, but he's just kind of there to hurry up and finish.
Yeah. So anyway, that was, it went by super quickly. I don't even know. Was it a 2-hour show? I think.
It was 2 hours.
Yeah. But, speaking from a scientific standpoint, because I usually like to bring in some, some things that tie into, is this really for real, or is it just, how we felt that makes it, you feel like you're slowing down the aging process? Well, science says that familiar music from your youth actually activates memory centers and releases dopamine. We all love dopamine. It's that natural chemical in your body, right? We all have a pharmacy in our body, but we just got to learn how to release it. And this is one of them. There's hugging a person, there's listening to old music. So this one, we got a huge dose of dopamine that night, and it really does. It makes you feel more vibrant and alive. So just note that anytime you listen to music, you are doing something for your body to help make it feel, more in that higher level of frequency. And so I tend to stay away from sad music, unless it's Backstreet Boys. I mean, but they played a lot of, I would say they had a good balance of music, don't you think? Between high vibe, not too many love songs, I think, but we knew them all. So I was like, play them all,
It wasn't, I think they did the best. I mean, their music is known for more upbeat, and then, they need a break vocally from dancing. So I think they had to throw in the set list stuff. I need you tonight.
Oh yeah, that one's good. And the background scenery, they had water, like you were at the waves, and so it was so crazy because the screen is so big, right? So you were just like in awe. I think everybody's jaw was like dropping when they would change the scenery, because there was that part where they had like that tropical scene, right? Like, it looked like the Avatar movie where they had butterflies.
That looked like what's that movie? That cartoon?
Avatar.
Like
the Avatar. So that was really cool. And just
space. They started off in space. They like a space theme.
Right.
And the stars, you were in the galaxy, like they came down on a spaceship. I mean, you could YouTube this. Actually, I was YouTubing it to live it. And it started off in space. So that's why you're like looking like you're in a planetarium.
Yeah. Like there were some moments where it was like a little much. Like when they did the I don't know what you call it, but they had like robots. I didn't really care for that one, but
it was too much stimulation. I had to close my eyes. I felt like I was like,
I think that's where some people have seizures. There was a video I saw that one girl had to be taken to like the medic area because people are known to have little
there was a warning before it started.
Yeah, warning. Yeah. I didn't see it. You saw the warning? Where was it?
Yeah.
Before you walk into the sphere?
It's like going to a movie theater and you wait beforehand, and they say you're waiting.
Oh, the commercials. Like the warning commercial. Yeah. So, and being in Vegas, right? You feel like you're just immersed in a place where it's,
energy.
The energy is insane in Vegas, and we haven't been there in a few years. Whether, with you or just in general, I think we both haven't been there. Right? The last time we went there was for Backstreet Boys too, wasn't it? Yeah, there's a theme here. We're going.
Well, next time.
Yeah. As soon as we knew they were going on tour, we're not in the pre-book club, but right after that, that's when we booked it. And it was cool because it was right before people were starting to realize how popular this was. And, so I'm sure.
We booked it like a year ago, right? When it was announced.
Yeah. Yep.
Put the down payment on. It'll take a year, but that's okay.
Yeah. And they also had this after party, but that was okay. We had to migrate to another hotel where they were going to have, and they were signing memorabilia, but we stood there for 2 hours.
We were far away.
Yeah. They had seats that were at I don't know. There's a variation. I don't know what it was, over a couple $1,000, or you can pay a couple $100. We were in the couple $100 club and we were able to just see
their faces.
We could see their faces. That's basically it. It was like, okay, well, next time we got to spend a couple $1,000 to see them. So a little bit closer. It was roped off. So.
And now for a commercial break. Sitting for hours at my corporate job really wrecked my posture and left me with constant lower back pain. I didn't understand it. I was in my mid-30s. Was this a life sentence? I just felt so stuck. I didn't know what to do. Until I discovered mat-based Pilates. The movement, the core work, it really transformed my body and most importantly, relieved my lower back pain. And that's why I became a certified instructor, to help others break free from that same cycle. So if you're struggling with lower back pain, I get it, but it's not a life sentence. Join me for your first free mat-based Pilates class from your very own home on Zoom. This is a workout designed to restore your balance and strength. And again, your first class is free. They're live every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the show notes. We'll see you there. And now back to our show.
the playfulness of Vegas is definitely something, maybe, you need to escape. I think Vegas is a great place for that. What do you think, Monica?
I think that's exactly what I felt on the plane right back. Like it was fantasy world. It was an escape from reality. Now we know why, those movies and everything like that. But did you die?
But did you die?
I started saying that. Did you die?
And those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, if you look up The Hangover, I don't know, he's the Asian actor.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
Ciao.
Oh, anyway, we were saying that a few times during our visit. We're like, we gotta found
rally.
it up. Yeah, we had a rally. We're like, let's go. Anyway, so yeah, during Vegas, what are some other things we did at Vegas? I think the number one thing, and we talk about nostalgia, but like staying hydrated is super important, especially over 40. But in general, I just want to throw this in there because I think we were so smart about it. Because the last day when we were at the airport, I swear I counted like on one hand people who were like, this one girl, I don't know if I told you, Monica, but this one girl had to sit down, and it just, in passing, I heard, it's not like I was like eavesdrop people watching, but there's a lot of good people watching in Vegas in general. But this girl had to sit down, and she's like, I'm okay. And the guy and girl, right, we were having this conversation. She's like, I just think I just overdid it, while in Vegas, and I'm like, oh my God, dehydration is not fun, I mean, and
well, so we should talk about how hot it was there.
Oh
too.
God. You could fry an egg. And then I live in Florida, so I kind of have a good tolerance for heat, I feel like. But, it is that, quote, dry heat. But like I said, it feels like you're opening up an oven, right? Like on Thanksgiving Day, you take out the turkey and that's what it felt like. That's the best way you could describe it.
And the casinos were like ice cold. So we were going from hot to cold. So to ladies to try to figure out what to wear, it's just... I brought this.
Sorry, if you hear any background noise, this is why. I got the two pugs and I can't get them both.
Well, are we doing dog show? Because I'm going to.
Well, I didn't know if there's background noise. I feel bad. Gigi's not up here. She's like, why can't you pick me up? Oh, there's Winnie.
Here's my girl.
Gigi's just laying down over there, but I got one. This was her first birthday. She just had her first birthday, right?
She turned 5 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Anyway, I didn't know if you could hear the background. That's why I picked her up, because you can hear it, and I don't realize it because I'm used to it. And you can hear her breathe. Can you hear her?
We want to be a part of the show.
Anyway, yeah, so temperature-wise, right? Like, there's just an extreme to the next extreme. So it's like we were hot outside, then you get inside, you're like an ice cube. So, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Do we want to talk about the CVS trip?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of transitioning to. The CVS trip. Okay, first things first, and I actually I mentioned this in my class, in Pilates, because I was like, you guys, we did Vegas like the best way possible. Like, we didn't get hung over, and, you got to stay hydrated and be proactive about it, right? It's one of those things where kind of like when you're working out, like if you're already thirsty, you're already like, it's kind of too late. You got to drink up beforehand. So we did. We found the CVS. We're staying at the Caesars, and here we are. We're like 2 jugs of hydrating water, right? It's like the ones with the electrolyte. We're like, perfect. What else did we get? The little Gatorade.
The little Gatorade powder.
Yeah, so not the typical Gatorade, because that has a lot of sugar and stuff in it. They have these new electrolyte powders, right? So you just add it to water, and we only use like half a packet just to get a little flavoring in it, but that worked great.
So yeah, it was really funny because the CVS was not in the casino. We had
of course not. Yeah, so you really had to be strong. Where I'm like, here, you take a gallon, I'll take a gallon, and
those gallons where you hold them. At least they have the holders,
the handles on them.
Handle, yeah.
So that's a tip. Make sure you stay hydrated and go to this local like store, because obviously, Vegas is Vegas pricing, and you're just like, okay, for a bottle of water, it's like, I don't know. How much is a bottle of water in Vegas? I can't.
Oh, the fridge. Do you want to talk about the fridge?
Oh, the fridge. Well, that's the first thing, right? Stay hydrated. Yeah, and now Vegas has these fridges, right? You think about the beverage fridge. They are packed with things that are like, of course, Vegas pricing. But if you what?
It was just the fridge that you have in your hotel room is full, so you can't even put your own stuff in it.
Oh yeah, they're trying to make money. It's a business. But if you take the drinks out, they charge you, and we didn't know. So we get out of checkout. They're like, oh, that'll be $300. We're like, what? So I guess they're doing
the fridge. So every time you open it, it's like sensor.
No, it's when you lift the weights off the tray because it's weighed.
Sure, whatever.
So note that next time you go to Vegas. We're also making this like a Vegas trip tricks. Hydrate. Make sure you put the drinks back when you're done in the fridge because they charge you, or just let them know ahead of time. The gym. Let's talk about the gym. Hold on. I gotta give her fair screen time. Here's the Gigi. Because if I put them down, they start quarreling. Okay, so let's talk about the gym. We still worked out because, working out actually gives you more energy. So the gym at the Caesars is being remodeled. And so this gym was kind of interesting. We walk in there and it's basically a bar, right, that they retired to make it as a temporary gym. And we walk in there, there's like no room whatsoever. Go ahead, Monica, tell about it.
No, it was basically like picture you're in a hotel and where the bar usually is. So they have like bar stools and everything. You walk in, it's like they've pulled out the machines from their regular gym and just inserted them into a bar with carpeting. Yeah. And it was like 1.5 room size. It was just.
Well, we could barely get in, but we're like, let's do this. We grabbed some I think 30s and 40s because that's all that was left. We're like, let's do this. So we did booty. We did booty and abs. And I think it was really good. I think you were sore the next day. You're like, I never done those. I'm like.
Well, because there was 45s. I don't do 45s.
We did the ab ones with lighter weight, but we used the barbell weights, right? Because that's all there was left too. So we just snagged some of those. And I don't know. You just got to make the best of it. So hydration, hit the gym. I know that sounds crazy, but the gym was packed. We were surprised. And we had this little corner and made the best of it. And we were ready to go, right? We were there for Friday to Sunday. And so sneak in a little booty action because we had to stand. I think it helped our stamina because we had to stand for so many hours. And yeah, it was a little overboard with the standing, I have to say. Because of the after party. It wasn't the concert. It was more the after party that killed us. But okay. So, on top of nostalgia, reliving some of those experiences you may have had before, bonding time is super important, really good to slow down the aging process. So of course we're sisters. So we were able to have a little bonding sister time, as one of the tools that really helps, increase your frequency to a higher frequency. And so find that one person. We all maybe have that one person. If you don't, try to get to that place where you can find someone that you can go with. All right. Go somewhere with, because there's something about bonding with somebody and reliving that another time, that really just makes you feel whole and know that you're your authentic self, right? I think that's one thing as we get older is we're always trying to just make sure we are living authentically. And that does, I know for me, that's something that's really important. How about you, Monica?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're in our 40s. We're rocking Backstreet Boys. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's the I don't care phase I'm in.
Yes.
At this point in my life. Because we all know life is so short, especially after the last few years, what the whole world has gone through. So do you, whatever feeds your soul. I do music outside of my day job, and that's what feeds my soul. Hanging out with Erica, my dog. And, that makes me feel good. So do what makes you feel good.
Yeah, and I just want to put in there, we also sneaked in, I know this is more Backstreet Boys thing, but we actually snuck in a Kelly Clarkson concert because she was at her hotel. And, we're not going to get into the whole concert with Kelly because that's a whole nother podcast. But I do want to say, we're talking about aging here, and it is very sad to hear just a few days ago that Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, although it was ex-husband, but like we were so lucky to see her because she now canceled her, her Vegas residency because of that, because her ex-husband died of cancer at 48. And I had to look it up. He died of melanoma. So I don't know. I thought that was most preventative cancer, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know the whole story. It was very discreet, right? I was on the internet forever. I'm like, what did he pass away from?
No.
So, do the things. That's my point. Not to get us in a, somber mood, but it's just like, sure, it costs money. It costs time. You know what I mean? Like we can come up with so many excuses, but in the end, I'm reliving that. During the day, I'm like, oh my God, that was so much fun. Like, I can't tell you. I was like, that was the best night of my life. Like, seriously.
In a long time.
In a long time. Yeah. To the point where we're like, let's do it again.
I was on the plane back. I'm like, let's do this again. And Eric was looking at me like half, are you serious?
And then I'm like, maybe, but I don't know. If they were a little bit longer, I would, but I don't even know how you could do that, like with the vocals.
Extend it. Backstreet Boys, if you're listening to us, extend your tour so we can go back.
Yeah, right. So we're wrapping up here. I don't know if you have anything else you wanted to mention that we didn't cover, but I think we did. And
what do you do for help you feel? I was going to say, so I like to do music and singing, and that's my outlet. Is it more for you? Is your Pilates and your podcasting?
Oh, for sure. Like, I feel like like before this, I had to take a little short nap because I was running around like crazy this morning, but I was like, I have to do it, and I haven't done a podcast in a while, which I apologize, you guys. Life gets in the way sometimes. And, I do all my own editing and stuff like that at this point. So it does. But that is my vessel. I feel like I have a job to do to help people see things in a different light. And, again, this is a podcast, not that I know everything. It's about come with me. And of course, Pilates, working out, is one of the big pillars of slowing down the aging process. You can't get away with it if you're not working out at all. And I love it. I love coaching. I love people to see that they can do something when they first don't think they can do it. So that is my kind of elixir to make sure that I am alive and authentic. That's me. And you have your music, which I know you want to share with everybody. Your shows. Don't you have a few shows lined up?
My shows are coming up, and I put together a band. I have some originals, and really my focus is about empowering people, especially women, whether you're in your second, third chapter of your life or first chapter. And it's really about, life beats us down, but trying to find that self-love and empowerment with yourself. So that's been my drive for doing my music, because I feel like it's what I go through, and it just keeps me going. Because I think it's it just helps me keep going for me, and I want to share that with other people.
Yeah, you're that light. I think that's what it comes down to. Like, you're a light for somebody else, whether you realize it or not. We're all connected as one. In this whole world. That's a little woo there, but the more I think about it, the more we are. Like, one person can really change somebody else's perspective, life, so that's why we're here today. Was that?
That's a good question to leave with, maybe, from this conversation, is like, what is your light, and what is your light that you're not shining?
Right. Yeah. Everybody listening here, what is your light? Post a review for us. That'd be great. It helps me understand. With podcasting, I never know how people are taking all this information in. So leaving reviews is the only way I can get a pulse. So please leave a review on this. Monica and I would both appreciate that. We will definitely read up on those. And, again, leaving here today, we want you to take away one thing, and that's to schedule your next, we're going to call it the youth appointment, right? Your youth appointment. That's either a concert, it's going out with friends, whatever it is. That's your takeaway today. Think about what you can do. Even a trip. That's the next. Trips are fun. So that's it for today. We will see you next time. Take care.
Bye.
And now for a joke. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants? In case he got a hole in one. That's it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye.